Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today I'm going to start off this video with a bit of a story for you. I was looking back through my old YouTube videos, taking a look at how I used to be and what I was up to back in the day, and that is when I stumbled across this absolute gem. I called the concept Pop Out Minecart Rails, and they did what they say on the tin. They pop out from the wall so you can ride along it on a minecart, then when you're done you just flick the lever and they hide themselves back away because, let's face it, minecart rails aren't exactly the prettiest things in the world, and you don't want them lying around in your base. Now unfortunately the redstone behind that one wasn't particularly nice. It was quite dated, very clunky, and it doesn't even work anymore. So I thought I would get to work on redesigning it with all the new features from the 1.5 redstone update. So let's take a look at what I've come up with. Now before I start chatting on about all the great features this design has that most of you probably don't care about, let's take a look at it working. So you just head down here, flick the lever, and you will see our minecart rails just pop out from the wall just like that, so then you could ride along it on the minecart. And then once you are done, you've had enough riding for one day, we just flick the lever again and you will see they retract back into the wall very quickly, and then the wall folds back up, so there is absolutely no evidence that there are any minecart rails back there, which is just what I like to see. So the first new feature that I want to discuss with you is the simplification. This design is incredibly simple and easy to build. The circuit for it is just one block wide and the rest is a repeating pattern that is very easy to follow. It gets stuck in your brain and you can keep on doing it. Now if you want to make this longer than 16 blocks, all you have to do is create a gap in the rails, put all your repeaters in, and then just repeat it once more. Whereas with the original design, you'd have to build the whole circuit again, which was pretty lengthy and also fairly frustrating. On top of all of the good stuff that I just mentioned, this is also fairly resource light. In fact, it's more resource light than the original. It's much faster than the original, and unlike the original, it works in current versions of Minecraft, which I think I could argue is probably one of the most important features that one of these kind of builds can have. But anyway, that's enough of that. How about we take a closer look on how to build this one? So let's go. So you want to get things started with a 6 deep area. The first thing that we're going to be doing is placing in all of our pistons. So you want to leave one block of space and put a line of sticky pistons facing upwards here with your wall blocks on top. Now this level here is going to be your floor level, so that is just something to bear in mind. But anyway, you want to go out round the back, place blocks along like that, and then sticky pistons facing in this direction here. Now these are going to make up your double piston extender, and they will push the minecart rails out to this section, so keep that one in your head. Now you should end up with a piston and block formation that looks a little bit like this one. But anyway, moving on, you just want to place blocks on top of all of these pistons, and then upside down half slabs running along like that, with redstone dust on the top of the half slabs and redstone dust on the top there. And repeaters, set all of them to 2 ticks running into that other line of redstone, and that is going to make up the main bulk of our double piston extender circuit. So as you can see, flick this lever, they double extend and then they retract, which means all we have to do is do the second block retraction and we're done on the extender, which is nice and easy. The repeating circuit for our second block retraction goes as follows. So you just want to place blocks out like this, and once again create another 2x2 platform here running redstone across the back, and then repeaters, set all of them to 4 ticks running into those blocks, and that will do it. Now you want to go right the way down below and place a line of blocks along like this with redstone dust on top of all those blocks. Then on the side of those blocks you just want to place redstone torches, and you should see all of these pistons here extend. Now for the good stuff, you just want to place a block down like that and 2 blocks there with repeaters, set both of them to 4 ticks, and then a block like that with redstone dust there. What that little circuit is going to do is create what is known as a pulse extender. So you can see if we place down a lever here, these retract immediately, but when we turn off the lever, it will take a little while for them to extend again. And that is exactly what we need for this build, because obviously we can't have these blocks popping up with the minecart rails still there, because they will be broken, and that's no good. Onto the final elements, you just want to place a block here with a repeater, set it to 2 ticks, running into a block with redstone dust on the top, and now we just have to connect up these 2 circuits with absolutely no delay in between, and we're just going to do that by running redstone dust up like this, and then you should see that when we flick this lever here, these come down, and then the double piston extender extends out, and then when we turn it off, they retract, and then finally these blocks pop up. So that means that we have done everything correctly. So now we just have to add in our minecart rails in this little section. As I mentioned at the start of the video, this is an expandable design. It's just a repeating pattern, so if you wanted to add another section, you would just copy this and move it on across, so you can see that each section is exactly the same. However, what happens if you get to a point where there is no redstone signal passing across? Well, we're going to take a look at that right now. Well, in that kind of situation, all you have to do is this. You place a repeater between each of the lines. They have to be in the exact same place, and they cannot have extra delay on either one, otherwise it will stop working. But after those repeaters, you just repeat the same idea, exact same circuit that just repeats over and over and over again. I'm sure you're all familiar with it by now, but as you can see, if we go around there and place this lever, you will see that the sticky pistons do in fact extend, and then when we flick the lever again, you can see it all retracts back just fine. So like I said, it's just a repeater in between, and then you have the same repeating pattern. Now you may notice there is a slight break in the rails. Unfortunately, there is nothing that you can do about that. It's just something that has to happen. You could place a rail here so that when they pop out it will connect up, or you could just leave it as a space and hope that you make it across. I don't know what you're going to do, but those are some possible solutions that I came up with. But unfortunately, that is all I've got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been quite a long one. This is a long video for me, so I do sort of apologise for that. I've taken up more time of your day than usual. But if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.